Hey there. So, today we're going to talk about something really important: how to stop just collecting information and start actually living with intention. We're going to look at how you can design your very own framework, your own personal compass to help you build a more fulfilling life. Let's dive in. It's a simple idea, but it's so true. So many of us just kind of float through our days, reacting to whatever life throws at us. We end up following rules and expectations that, well, we never really chose for ourselves. We're definitely on a path, but the real question is, did we pave it? But what if you could flip that script entirely? What if you could sit down and actually design your own set of guidelines? Your own internal compass that helps you navigate all the chaos and complexity of life on your own terms. That's the powerful idea we're going to unpack right now. And this brings us right to the heart of a huge problem in our modern world. I mean, we are absolutely swimming in an ocean of data, but does it feel like we're any closer to really understanding how to live a good life? I mean, really think about it for a second. We have more facts, more opinions, more data than any other generation in history, and it's all right there in our pockets. But having the entire library of the world at your fingertips doesn't magically make you wise, right? It doesn't tell you how to use all that stuff. So the solution to this very modern problem isn't some new app or fancy technology. Nope, it's something ancient, something timeless. It's the quest for wisdom. And this is where we have to get really clear on a huge distinction. See, knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. But wisdom is knowing not to put it in a fruit salad. One is just about collecting facts. The other is all about application. Wisdom is the actual art of using what you know to live better. Okay, so how do we make that jump from just knowing things to being wise? Well, the tool for that is what we call a personal philosophy. And look, this is not some dusty, boring academic thing. It's a real, practical, living framework that you create for yourself to guide every choice you make, from the big ones to the small ones. And to make this even more real, let's think about it in a way that's super practical for today. This isn't just some abstract idea. It's literally the tool that determines how you function every single day. Just think of it like this. Your phone or your computer has an operating system, right? It just runs quietly in the background, managing everything based on a core set of rules. Well, your personal philosophy does exactly the same thing for you. It's that internal logic that helps you process the world and make decisions, making sure all your apps, like your career, your relationships, your health, are all running smoothly and working together. So, why does this matter so much? Well, because having this kind of clear framework gives you a real sense of direction when you're feeling lost. It creates clarity when everything feels confusing. And when you actually know what you stand for, tough decisions, they get a whole lot simpler. And maybe the best part? It builds resilience. It gives you a solid foundation you can always come back to when things get tough. Okay, so that's the why. It all sounds great, right? But how in the world do you actually start building this thing? Honestly, it's way simpler than you might think. Let's just break it down into 3 basic questions to get you started. It all starts with 3 steps. First up, identify your core values. And hey, don't overthink this. What really truly matters to you? Is it honesty, creativity, community, maybe adventure? Just get them down on paper. Second, define what a good life actually looks like for you. Not for your parents, not for Instagram, for you. Get specific. What's your ideal day look like? Who are you with? And third, you just connect the two. Based on those values and that vision, what are your non-negotiable principles for how you act? So if you value health, a principle might be, I'm going to move my body for 30 minutes every day. If you value community, a principle could be, I'll call one friend every week. See, this is how you start building the foundation of your personal philosophy. At the end of the day, having a personal philosophy isn't about having all the answers. It's about building your own system to find the answers that actually work for you. It's the tool that turns what you know into how you live. So, what's the first principle of your operating system going to be?